Hi, welcome to my guitar tutorial talking about playing power chords on the lowest strings and then playing fourth intervals on the top strings. So I'll have a PDF below that has some different notes. So this is something I started working on the beginning of April. I pulled out my 7-string one day and I started kind of playing around with some power chords and moving things around. So where this first came from, I was just taking like a D power chord, and I thought, well, how can I, add in notes from the minor pentatonic? So that's where the whole thing. So D A power chord, and then A D C D. So that's just a D minor pentatonic. And so I thought, well, how can I expand that? So rather than playing the power chord with 1 and 3, I'm just playing it with 2 and 4. Okay, then if I play the power chord with 1 and 3, then I can add these two notes and those two notes pretty easily. Okay, so that's the basic concept here. So I'll just look at this sheet really briefly. So I'm just taking the first 6 power chords from the key of F, which is also a key of D minor. So if you look on the sheet, F C, G D, A E, B flat E, C D, and then D E. Okay. So then I thought what worked really well was for the minor, for the chords that are naturally minor, like for the G5, add that note there, and that's, you can see that's just basically part of pentatonic. Then for the AE, pentatonic there, and then D, add that note, pentatonic. Okay, so then you can also add in, the notes, from this pentatonic. So I have my D, and then for the A, this pentatonic. This one's a little bit harder to grab from the G minor pentatonic. Then for the major chords, I thought it was, so this one, I'm just going to use that one because otherwise I'm adding the E and B, which is kind of interesting sound. That would kind of take me into a different key, to take me into sort of a Lydian sound, which it might be kind of interesting to throw in also. Okay, then for this B flat chord, you notice I played here, and I also played this note here. So that's going to be major 7 and the sharp 11. Kind of a nice sound. And then you can also add in this note, 6 and 9. So that works for pretty much all the major chords. 6 and 9 here, F, C, adding those fourths for the B flat, and then for the C, G, adding those there. And then, let's see what else. Okay, those are some of the basic ideas. So then what I thought I would do is I just pulled out these random note cards, and I just came up with a couple simple progressions. I'll see how many I get through. So just randomly, I came up with 1, 4, 6, 5, 2, 3. Okay, so if I did here, then the 4 chord, then the 6 chord, 5 chord, and then 2 chord, and then 3 chord. Okay, I'll put the drum jam back on. I'm on drum jam Lucky Dip 6. I guess I'm metronome about 88, and I'm going through the Deltafex. I have a rotary speaker sound going right now. All right, so let me just kind of mess with this 1, 4, 6, 5, 2, 3, and I'll just kind of move these power chords, and I'll just add these fourth notes on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just one example there. So once again, I didn't spend a lot of time, working these things out. I just randomly created a couple chord sequences. 2 6. Okay, so the next one is 2 6 1 3 5 4. So 2 6 1 3 5 4. So how about for this one? So I'll add in the the notes from pentatonic for this chord, pentatonic here. Then for the 1, I'll add in the 6 9. For the 3, I'll add in pentatonic, and then for the 5 and the 4, I'll add in the 6 9. So basically, each of the diatonic major chords, F, B flat, C, I'll add in the 6th and the 9th, and then for the minor chords, I'll add in the notes from pentatonic. And maybe I'll do like a little arpeggio thing too. Let's see what that sounds like. 1 2 3 4. Okay, that was the second one. So I think I came up with 4 of these. Okay, so then 4 1 5 2 6 3. So 4 1 5 2 6 and 3. Okay, so maybe what I'll do with this one, I'll finger the power chords with 2 and 4, and I'll just kind of add notes on top at my discretion. So once again, these ideas aren't all worked out. Just the basic raw idea here, where you play your power chord with either 1 and 3 or 2 and 4, and then you add those fourths on top. Okay, so let's see what happens here. 1 2 3 4. Yeah, I had a little idea there. I kind of bailed out on it. I was thinking it'd be interesting to maybe do like 2, and then 6, and then 3. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So that's the final three chords of that. I'm going to do 2, 6, 3, and I'll use this thing and then that thing. I'll kind of combine them together. So that's kind of the whole point of this tutorial is just to give you some different ways of thinking about the power chords and how you can create your own kind of chord forms. And this works pretty well. I have a pretty good distortion going on here. It's not crazy distortion, but I got the Expandora and the Blackheart amp, so I got it's pretty gnarly sound. Okay, so let's kind of mess with this a little bit. So 2, 6, 3. Let's see what that sounds like. 1 2 3 4. I just kind of went off on a little tangent there. So 2, 6, 3 to the 3 minor chords in the key of D minor. Okay, let's do one more example here. So I came up with so 5, 2, 1, then 3, 4, 6. That sounds like it could be a song. So you can steal some of these ideas, make up your own little riffs. 3. Yeah, so once again, I just came up with these just a little bit ago. All right, I'll just kind of just wing it here and just sort of see what comes out. 5, 2, 1, 3, 4, 6. And notice how I'm just kind of freely going in between these fingerings, so you can kind of experiment with these. Yeah, I guess if you have good strong fingers, you can also add major 7 on top there. So it's kind of a nice sound too. Okay, maybe I'll throw that in. Here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you notice what I did there. So I also did like a little bit of a hinge bar there when I was trying to get myself out of a jam there. So that would also be a valid way to do that with the hinge bar, just kind of coming back on the bar there. Okay, so that's about all I have for you today. Kind of a short one. Just taking these diatonic power chords and then these diatonic fourths. So you can look on the sheet: C, F, D, G, E, A, F, B flat, G, C, A, D. I guess C, F. I guess that's a D, and I guess I added a couple more on the diagram here, but I didn't actually use those today. All right, so I think for today, rather than doing an ending improvisation, I'm just going to give you a little jam track so you can jam along with this. So I'm going to do like a G chord, then a B flat chord, then a C chord, and then a G chord. Okay, kind of sounds like a famous classic rock song. All the baby boomers figure out what song I'm kind of referring to here, and then I'll just kind of mess with the with adding these different chords on top. Okay, thanks for listening and watching, and have fun exploring this idea with the power chords, moving the power chords around, and then adding these notes on top. So jam around. G minor pentatonic would work. G Dorian would work. Those would be some good improvising scales. Okay, have fun.